friends. This is Heather North from heatherscreativeblessings.blogspot.com. And if you are a follower of my blog, you know that this week we are celebrating Stamp Nation's third birthday. And the design team is putting on this huge birthday bash full of challenges. And Catherine Pooler has prizes to give away. We have several different sponsors giving away prizes. As a design team member, I can't win any of these prizes, but I want one of my viewers or followers to win. So I hope that you will check out the links down below. Check out my blog. I'll have a link to this blog post and you can find out all the information if you're watching this currently. And hopefully you'll get a chance to win. Today's sponsor is Casual Fridays Stamps, and the stamps that I have from them is rad. I think this is one of my favorite stamps for guy cards. If you have a tween or a teenage boy, these stamps are just perfect. They say things like cool, sweet, rad, epic, and there's some great little graphic images. So I'm going to show you first the 3 cards that I made, and then I'll make one of the tags to show you how I did it. The challenge was to use 3 of something on your card. So I used 3 stamps from the Rad stamp set. I used 3 bottle caps and 3 banners. So I really went all out on the 3s here. My second card, I used a burlap ribbon here, and I just cut the edge into a little banner to match the banner here. I took some twine and wrapped it around. I also took the number, or actually, you know what I was doing? I was using one of the banner framelits, and I cut out a piece of paper, this piece of paper, and the opposite side had something blue or red on it, and I flipped it over, and on the back side was this ruler with the number 14. Now my son is turning 14 next month, one of my sons, and a lot of his friends are turning 14 this year. So instead of going the blue route that I had gone, I just left it simple and put this little banner at the top, which I think is perfect. It will either be given to him or one of his friends at the next birthday party he goes to. I was pretty excited about that happy accident. Last but not least is this really cool card that got the stamp of approval from that boy who's 13, getting ready to turn 14. He came in and he saw me working on this and he said, "Ooh, Mom, that's cool." And when you can impress a 13-year-old boy with something stamping, you know you've done something great. So I'll show you how I made this. I also have this cute little accent. This is from the Essentials hardware clips. It has several little paper clip, arrow. There was something else in here. I thought, oh yeah, the ampersand. Oh man, I can't pronounce it. Anyways, these are great for boy cards as well. I pulled out all kinds of different grungy, obviously I made 3 cards. I pulled out all kinds of stuff to make this card. One of the things I pulled out was this On Film Framelits die. It's a new die, again, in that new Occasions catalog. I used my new, I had a little Dazzle metal sheets. I ordered some just before Christmas when I won Monica's Dazzling Divas challenge one week. I told her, along with my gift, for winning, my prize for winning, I want to place an order, and I ordered a few different sheets, and one of them that I ordered was the black metal, because I thought the black metal with the silver flip side would be a great thing to use for, again, these masculine cards. It's hard to find masculine cards, so and I try and do them every other Monday at least on my blog. Call it Masculine Monday, sometimes every Monday, because it seems like I'm always needing a card to send to the guys in my family, or my boys need one, or they need one for a friend or something like that. So what I did when I got the metal sheets, I was just running all of these things from the On Film through the Big Shot. And if you go to my blog, you'll see a picture of what I made. But one of the things that I did was this thing, and it's a little film strip, and I was popping these out, and they were just sitting on my table, my workspace. I thought, wouldn't these be a nice little accent? and I just love how that looks. I also cut a little strip and put it on the top. This tag is distressed. So let's get to the tag, and I'll make one of these tags for you to show you how easy they are. The first thing I did to make this tag was to take out the largest banner in the banner framelits dies. I put it on my magnetic platform. So I've got the magnetic platform, a clear plate. I try to use one of my newer ones for this. The banner, and another clear plate on top. And just run that through your big shot. Now comes the fun part. We get to dirty up this tag. I'm going to ink up my stamp. I think this is called Off the Grid by Stampin' Up. I'm going to stamp off once and then just stamp right on my tag. Ink it up again, stamp off, and then I like to just turn it upside down the opposite direction I had it before and stamp again. I already mounted this on my block, but I just want to show you how great these clear stamps are. You can see right through them, and if you use your grid mat you can line them up. And you can cut out your tag first, cut out a bunch of tags, and stamp afterwards, because it's going to stamp perfectly every time. You can see right through them. This tag I just stamped full on with a smoky slate. With the sample tags I used basic black. So it just shows you a little bit different look you can get depending on which inks you use. My first card that I showed you just had that. It just had Off the Grid, and it had the Totally Epic Dude, and no other stamping on there. With the other two cards, I added a little bit more. So I added these little, I don't know if they're paint splotches or watermarks from the Gorgeous Grunge stamp set. And again, you can stamp off and stamp, or you can stamp full on. One thing I do like is to rotate my stamp each time I stamp. And sometimes I'll stamp 2 or 3 times. Oh, that was not a very good stamp off. If you want even more splatter, you can take one of these other stamps in the set and add more. But I think that looks good. The first card just had clean lines. The second and third card had this distressing. And in order to distress, if you have fingernails, you can just kind of run your fingernail along and do that. But I like using the distressing tool. It's pretty easy. You just pull it down. You want to make sure you don't get your fingers or your nails caught in those blades, because that would hurt. Anyways, you get the idea. You just distress it as much or as little as you want. With these kinds of cards, I sometimes like to just tear it even a little bit more and roll it and have, it's hard to see with that, have even a little bit more distressing going on. So that's basically how I made the tag. You can see the 3 different ways. Plain and straight, a little bit more added on. These just simple glue dots added on. This has the twine and the little 14 banner. This has the little clip and some more metal sheets. I used Tombow Mono Multi Glue to make these. And let me show you how I made this little circle that goes behind here that impressed my 13-year-old so much. So you just take your sheet, your metal sheet, and punch it out. It's that easy. Comes right out. One side is silver, the other side is colored. In this case, black. And I'm going to take my platform on tab 1, my clear plate, I'm going to take my embossing folder. I think this is the Argyle one. And let's see, which way do I want it? I think I want it this way. Just stick it in there. Put your other clear plate on top. And just run that through your Big Shot. Comes out beautifully embossed. Once you run it through the embossing folder, just use a sanding stick and sand off some of that black. I like to use this old sander I have. I got this from Stampin' Up, but you know what? They sell it at Sally Beauty Supply. It has a finer grit, but you can try the... Oh, this one works too. Anyways, you just sand as much or as little as you want in the areas that you want. This one was debossed, and this one was embossed, or vice versa. They're two different. One has the little diamonds sticking up, one has the little diamonds poking down. So I guess debossed and embossed. And I just used glue and glued this straight down. I really like the look, and like I said, my 13-year-old liked it too. And actually, my 17-year-old came in a little bit later, and he thought it was pretty cool as well. So this would work for a guy of just about any age. So those are just some of the things that I did to make these 3 cards. I hope that you will check out the links below and find the way to enter to win the prize that Casual Friday Stamps is giving away. I don't think it's the stamp set. I don't know which stamp set it is at the time of filming this, but I'll know by the time I post on my blog. So if you're reading this on my blog, you'll be able to tell what the thing is. Please join in the Stamp Nation Birthday Bash. Stamp Nation is just a really fun, wonderful community of paper crafters. The ladies are just the nicest you'll ever find. And so far, I don't think we have a guy on there that's spoken up, but we'd love to have some guys join us and share their creative talent as well. And there are lots of prizes. There's lots of things to see, so be sure you come on back. I'm not paid for any of this. I just really love the site, and I think that you will too. And I like sharing what I know and what I love. I hope that you picked up a tip or two today. Maybe you learned about a new stamp company. Maybe you learned about working with metal sheets or creating guide cards. Whatever it is, I just hope that I was able to inspire you. I thank you for the ways that you inspire me, for all the comments and the love that you leave me. And I hope you find some time today to get a little bit creative. Good luck. Bye.